This tank is a T100LT. This is a Russian Tier 10 light tank, and the map is Fisherman's Bay, and it's a ranked battle. This was when I was in the 3rd division. Basically, I advanced playing light tanks, and once I figured out how to spot, it took a while to figure out how to spot, I was able to advance easily. I'm going to get 5,500 spotting damage in this game. Now, you see me coming to this position. I'm probably going to spend a lot of time here. You notice that I overshot the bush. It's because of my latency and ping time. It just happens way more than it should. And a lot of times I lose the game immediately. I get killed immediately because I overshoot a bush. And like I said, it is because of the latency and the lag. I'm going to get a lot of spotting damage probably right here. You notice that there's a lot of enemy tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, perhaps 8 or 9 enemy tanks right in front of me, and they tend to be exactly what you're looking at. They tend to hang out exactly in that location. Too many of my allies are in the southwest, so I end up getting lots of spotting damage. And if I remember this particular game correctly, I think the enemy is going to get nowhere. I'm going to get tons of spotting damage, and they're just going to eventually leave this position after being beaten down. Now, you see that the T-57 Heavy is saying, "What the fuck, T-100?" He's disappointed that I'm playing in this position, but he's completely wrong. I've learned to play this position through trial and error. I was getting spotted often from being here. However, I did learn after a while how to do what I had to do here without being spotted. So I did learn it. It's not a perfect position. You can get spotted here. I was spotted when I was sniping, when I wasn't sniping, the list goes on. And sometimes they figured out I was here, they went looking for me. So this is a great position, and I've played this position many games because when you play ranked battles, there's a smaller selection of maps. So I played this in ranked battles many times. I am in the 3rd division, which is one of the lower divisions. I breezed through easily, spotting, and I only had to have average games. I was able to progress through very easily. This is where I'm notifying my team that half the enemy is midfield, and after a while, they're going to agree with me, and they're going to start to reposition. I've got 1,200 spotting damage so far. So this is a great position. I don't know how it's going to work in random battles, but I actually have good feeling about this. Now, when you get to Division 2 is very difficult to spot, but I think this is one where it would work with Division 2 ranked battles because everyone likes to play hull down positions. So you can see I got 1,000 spotting damage on that Grill 15. I'm up to 2,300. I'm going to get 5,500 in this game, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 5,500 or more. So you can see all these Unicums are sitting there hiding behind those buildings. They're not going to have a good game. I'm pretty sure we're going to win this game. You can see that I can spot the Jagdpanzer. So look at my white circle where the Jagdpanzer is, and you'll notice that occasionally you have to reposition. I have to move forward. I have to move forward, which is going east, and then I return to go west, and I keep moving back and forth to try and spot tanks positioned in different places. I have shot at tanks when they were positioned up here. They don't like it. However, they really don't know where you are. They really don't have a clue that you're here getting all this spotting damage. I'm up to 4,200. So you can shoot at tanks. I usually do it if it's a kill shot. You do have to be very careful. Sometimes I get spotted, sometimes I don't. If you get spotted, you got to run, and it could blow your cover. So if you look at the minimap, you're going to see there's a lot fewer dots. There used to be 7 or 8 red dots in the middle. Now there's only 3. And we've only killed 3 tanks, and I think it's because some of the tanks have left. Because we haven't spotted the SPG yet. So the STB-1 returned my ally here. However, I want to spot more tanks. At some point, you advance forward, and you go to the bush across where I'm pointing my gun at, and you can spot from there. It looks like it's safe to do it, and I might be able to spot some additional tanks there. You can go there and be safe, but you know what? If the enemy's in the right spot, they can also shoot at you. So you really have to be careful. It looks like I'm considering taking a shot on this guy. The EBR is has not scouted me out. The EBRs are very dangerous tanks in the Division 2. In Division 2 rank battles, they're very effective. Look at what they're doing. If you look at the technique that he's doing, you'll see that if you look at my old Fisherman's Bay videos, you'll see that I did it many times with many different tanks. But that's what the EBR is really good at. Close proximity spotting. Scores 4-4. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Okay, so the EBR is out of the game, which gives me a big advantage. You can see that the enemy is advancing, so I'm going to go to the south and try and spot them. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really not that experienced with handling this type of situation. I obviously know how to spot, but I don't know, should I take the spot, should I take that bush there, or that bush there, or that bush there, or that bush there? You know, it's a tough decision on which one to take. Should I be close to the enemy or far from the enemy? What I will say is the enemy is likely to go down over here where the water is because there's a slope over here. So you want to stay far from here. If you get too close, the enemy's going to get cocky and they're going to get too close to you. And the other thing is, I don't know if I should do passive spotting or active spotting, which is what I'm doing right now. So obviously there's lots of rows of bushes. We're going to see where I end up. And I know that there were many times when I said, okay, I'm going to try this bush, but then the bush was ineffective. So it looks like I decided to come over here to see if I could spot behind these lines. I'm up to 4350 spotting damage. But the enemy isn't really coming far south enough right now. They're still kind of hiding in town. And I'm missing some spotting damage. Someone hit that M48 Patton. I did not get any spotting damage for that hit. In terms of how I equip my tanks, I use everything that benefits me for spotting. I'm starting to get rid of the 2 repair kit method. I used to use 2 repair kits and a med kit, but now what I'm doing is 1 repair kit, 1 health kit, and maybe food. I'm just sacrificing one of the repair kits. But you know what? In the ranked battles, now that I'm in the higher divisions, I don't use light tanks anymore because it's too difficult. So I'm playing SPGs, and it really changes my game. The other thing that I do is I do use improved, perhaps, okay, I switched the view mode. I do use improved equipment, the improved coated optics and the improved vents, which give additional spotting range. It really doesn't give that much. You get like an extra 10 or 15 meters. And I use directives, and I changed all of my crew skills that are more focused towards things that earn EXP. So you can see I got an extra 450 on this guy. And now that I'm up to 5 or 6 crew skills for a lot of my light tanks, I have a lot more choice. I made some mistakes with my crew skills. Like, you don't want to use designated target on a light tank unless you're a sniper unicum. So I'm up to 4,800 spotting. I am going to end the game with 5,500. The best thing to do is just park next to him. You got to be careful when you're in the position I'm in right now, because I could easily die right now. You notice I'm starting to do zigzagging in case someone decides to shoot at me. Very ineffective. In random battles, it works fine, but in the ranked battles, I get pummeled. Any maneuver I try to use to outmaneuver anyone just doesn't work. One thing about the auto aim is you can focus on your driving. You're going to miss a lot of shots when you use auto aim. Okay, so there's obviously 2 SPGs in the game. I don't think they're over here. However, I think we're going to find them shortly. I think they're behind the base. See, there's one right here. It's a horrible position for what he's doing. He should have repositioned to be close to his allies. I only got 96 spotting damage on that. But I also got 307 damage. Wow, that's cool. Got 442 on the Jagdpanzer. I'm up to 5340 spotting damage. Let's see how smart that Unicum is. Unfortunately, I missed my shot. A little bit too far to the left. I did get the spotting damage, which is just as good. That's 5,500 spotting damage. We're going to find this final Unicum. He's earning his scout medals. I'm probably going to miss. Yeah, I missed that shot. Using the auto aim does definitely make you a lazy player. Okay, so the score is 15 to 10. One of the reasons why I use the auto aim is because my hands hurt all the time. And if you don't use the auto aim, you have to use both hands. If you use the auto aim, you use just one hand, and it reduces a lot of strain on my hands. Okay, that's 5,500 spotting damage, 1,400 damage, and 1 kill.